Welcome Aries to your weekly reading. This is for the 20th to the 27th of October. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Aries, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We will then move on and take a look at your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Aries, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now Aries, this is a great way to start the week, and it's very powerful, because what I am seeing is that if you have experienced Three of Swords in the recent past, and Aries, as you can see, this is not an easy energy. It's the energy of a broken heart, somebody leaving you, lying to you, gaslighting you. You could have lost your job. You could have had to move out of your home. It's harsh energy. What I am seeing, Aries, at the beginning of the week is that you are going to get a very deep understanding, a realization or an epiphany associated with what this is. So there could have been some kind of loose ends, Aries, or certain things you just didn't understand or didn't make sense to you. And of course, Aries, when we go through this kind of energy, it sits with us. We look at it, we decipher it, we play out scenarios, especially if we don't understand what happened, why it happened, and of course, if it happened very suddenly, that just adds to everything. We do see that somehow at the beginning of this week, something comes through. This could be something that comes to you, Aries, like a flash of brilliance. You get an epiphany and certain pieces of the puzzle fit together. It could be, Aries, that somebody tells you something or you read something, but something comes together for you that puts whatever Three of Swords is for you into perspective. If, say, for example, my dear Aries, you were suddenly fired from your job and you were not given any reason why. You could have been there for 5 years, you did a great job, you know you did a great job, and then all of a sudden one day your boss calls you in and says, "I'm sorry, but we're going to have to let you go." And the more you ask them why, the more they avoided it and they never answered your question. You could find out this week, my dear Aries, that the company's in trouble. And not only are they in trouble, but they are retrenching a huge amount of people. And it's going from being a company of, say, 100 people down to 20. So you get your understanding. Now, of course, this will come through where you might have experienced Three of Swords. And whatever it is, it's certainly going to help you put everything into perspective. Let us move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have the Devil and the Five of Swords. Now this is a very interesting message. And Aries, I do not feel that this is going to relate to everybody. But there are some of my Aries out there who need to hear it. There could be somebody in your environment who's coming through presenting as the devil energy. And what I'm seeing here, Aries, that for some reason, this particular person always needs to bring you down in order for them to feel big. So actually they are an incredibly insecure person, because only an insecure and a weak person would behave this way. But what I see, Aries, is they might make things very difficult for you. And a lot has to do with the way they speak to you. They always have something negative to say. They always are looking for a chance to bring you down. This could be a friend, Aries, who you thought was a really good friend. But as you go along, you noticed they are always saying things that are very detrimental to you. You know the energy, Aries. Oh, Aries, how can you wear that? Are you not embarrassed? Aries, I can't believe that you work in the job you do. I mean, it's such a simplistic job. Don't you want to improve yourself in some way? This constant chatter that they know hits home and brings you down. For them, there is a sense of accomplishment when they do it. And as I said, my dear Aries, this is their stuff. So what you are being asked to do is first and foremost recognize if there is somebody like this in your life. And my dearest Aries, you need to understand this has nothing to do with you. This is about them. They need to bring people down in order to feel big and better about themselves. So whether it's your boss, a friend, a family member, a significant other, please know that this is not sustainable and you do not need to tolerate it. And once you are aware, you will notice what's going on, you will be conscious of it, you won't let all that negative chatter in, and it won't affect you so much. And you know, Aries, when their words and their actions don't hit home any longer, you will find yourself free from this energy, free from feeling like this, because, my dear Aries, their words and actions have no impact any longer. Now let's move on and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And we have the Star and the Knight of Cups. Now, my dear Aries, this is so lovely, because Spirit wants you to know, with all this big energy that you might be dealing with, there is something so wonderful, light and exciting coming in. You are going to be receiving something, my dear Aries, this week, and I do feel it's coming through from somebody. This could be somebody already in your life, or perhaps even somebody new, but they're coming in with something that's going to give you this feeling of, I wished for this, I called this in, and now I am bringing it down. How lucky and blessed am I? Aries, this could be that somebody you really like romantically asks you out on a date. This could be your significant other coming in and saying, Aries, I can see you're going through a really challenging time. Come on, let's pack our bags. Let's go on a romantic getaway. This could be your boss coming in, giving you a promotion. This could be a friend coming in, once again saying, Aries, I can see what you're going through. Come on, let me treat you. Let's go and have a massage and a wonderful meal. Whatever it is, my dear Aries, Spirit wants you to know there's somebody this week who comes in, who sees you, loves you, appreciates you, and is going to go the extra mile to make you feel special, loved, and blessed. Now let us move on and see what your unexpected blessing is this week. And we've got two major arcana cards. We've got the Tower and we've got the Hierophant. So we know that something very big and dramatic is coming through. And of course, it's a blessing. Now, my dear Aries, this could very well have to do with what we have seen and spoken about, or it could come through in a completely different area. What I see happening is there is going to be a big, sudden, and dramatic shake-up and change in your life. This is our Tower energy. But as you can see in this card, there is that lightning striking the bark, but what we see are the butterflies emerging. So there's a dramatic shake-up energy, but everything that is now happening is happening in your favor because you're bringing in this transformative energy. So this could be, my dear Aries, you standing up to our devil, but in such a way, Aries, that you are going to put that devil, whoever they are for you, in their place in such a way, this is our lightning, and you then release yourself from this energy and fly free from their hold. As I said, this could be something completely different. This could be the energy, Aries, of working in your own business, and it's just been plodding along. And this week, what happens is that you sign a contract for a massive piece of business that changes everything for you. Your income almost is 4 times what it was previously. You have to hire new people to help you with the amount of work. There is a big change that changes the landscape for you. What I love to see for you is Hierophant, because whatever the Tower is bringing in is going to allow you to elevate. Things are really going to get exciting for you. And that smile, that deep, hearty smile and laughter we see on our Hierophant's face, this is where you're heading. So wherever you are elevating to, whether it's a new relationship, taking your relationship to the next level, that new dream job, that wonderful business contract coming in, my dearest Aries, that is going to be the joy you are feeling this week. Now let us move on and see what the possible outcome of the week is. And we have 10 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You, my dear Aries, are presenting as Queen of Wands this week. It does not matter if you are masculine or feminine. It's the energy of Queen of Wands I'm speaking about. And as you can see, our Queen is looking at her hand where she's holding the essence of magic. And that light there is the light of the lightning and is the light of the star energy. Things are happening in a very beautiful and dynamic way. And you, my dear Aries, are going to feel so connected with what's going on. Once again, please take a look at our Queen's face. This is the smile, the joy that this is bringing in for you. With all of this wonderful energy coming through, you are going to be closing down areas that have been heavy and draining for you. It's been a long, challenging road, but it's over now. You're closing it down, and you now, my dear Aries, are free to be you, free to concentrate on all this wonderful, blessed energy coming in for you, and free to co-create with Spirit and bring in what you want to see in your life right now. What an exciting week, Aries. Let's move on now and get the little tarot to get our high note message to end off the reading. So, let us see now what Spirit would like to share as your high note message. And we have the Hanged Man, the Nine of Pentacles, and the World. My dearest Aries, this energy of being the Hanged Man, waiting, looking, trying to understand what's going on, what happened, what did I do, was it me or is it just the person involved, trying to really get a grasp of situations. This now ends as we saw all of this coming to an end. Spirit wants you to know that you are entering into a new chapter. brought in by the magnificent bolt of lightning. You will close off the energy of 3 of Swords, the Devil, 5 of Swords, and 10 of Wands. Energies that dimmed your light. This is now over, and you enter now into a new realm, and we saw that with you now elevating to this new frequency. And what is waiting for you there, my dearest Aries, is 9 of Pentacles. And 9 of Pentacles is abundance and prosperity that we bring in and create for ourselves. Through your bold actions and decisions, we see you moving right up into 9 of Pentacles. And when you are there, my dear Aries, it's such a wonderful sense of independence because you've created this for yourself. You are now in a position to make decisions and take actions that are aligned with where you are right now. So Aries, a big week ahead, but what we are seeing is that there is so much to look forward to. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.